What up, cuz? Today we are cooking a rice and gravy with duck. We had a cold front that came through 2 days ago and actually been kind of cool down to like the low 50s at night. They had one night it dropped down to like 48. But anyways, I was like, great weather to start and cook some duck. So I hadn't even cooked any of the duck that I did the guided trip in Arkansas yet. So this is actually one of the mallards that I cleaned. I plucked this duck, cut the backbone out and spreaded it out. And I had this duck marinating with some Cajun seasoning and Cajun Power's garlic powder sauce. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just use the Magnolite pot. We're gonna sear it down really good, smother the duck, and then cook a rice and gravy. So we at the camper, we're cooking rice and gravy outside. It's cool. I got long sleeves on. It's not super hot like it used to be, like it used to be, like it was about a week ago. So really excited. Almost feels like fall, but we're actually in the middle of April. So we'll go ahead and get this going. I'm gonna show y'all how I cook a duck rice and gravy. All right, y'all. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna get some olive oil, coat the pot. Pot's already been warmed up. Just coat the pot real good at the bottom. And what we're gonna do is go ahead and sear this duck. Sear it or brown it. So once we wanna do, put it in the pot, get it seared, get it browned real good, and then we'll throw in our vegetables, get all the greens off the bottom of the pot, put in our water or stock, and then make our gravy. Sorry about the background noise, man. I'm at a campground next to a highway. They got somebody else working on some other stuff right there, so just bear with me on the background noise. I hope it's not too bad. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and just drop the duck in. And we're gonna get the duck browned real good. That's where we start off with our gravy, get a good brown gravy from searing the duck down. Also, the wind's blowing my camera, so I'm using a different camera stand. This one actually follows me, but I don't have it on that mode. But anyways, I'm still new at this, so bear with me. I'm gonna turn the pot up a little bit so where we could get this duck browned really good. I really want to brown the skin first, but I was just kind of testing the pot to see how it was going to cook when I first dropped it down. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it, get all the skin and stuff brown first, then flip it back, and then kind of just keep working and see how it goes. A little bit of duck feathers out of there. I used to skin a lot of my ducks, but when we went on that Arkansas trip and we started shooting some nice big ducks, some grays and some mallards, I started skinning them and then just spatchcocking and just cut the backbone out and just spread it open. And I just think that just gives you more of that, more duck meat, more presentation when you cook it. And then the duck always tastes a lot better when you have the skin on it, rather than just skilling it and just having the meat. Now, if I was doing just a gumbo, then I would use just those, just the breast meat. But since I wanted to cook a couple of other different recipes with the duck, I did clean all of the big ducks like this. I plucked them, gutted them, spatchcocked, took the backbone out, and it's just a lot better quality of taking care of your game after you do a hunt like that. So yeah, let's see what it does. Turn that fire back up a little bit. See how it's starting to brown right here? That's where we're gonna put our onions and get that flavor off of it. All right, y'all, now that I have it browned where I want, I'm gonna go ahead and take it out and put the onions in and start making the gravy. Look at that, kind of crisp. Crisp, I got the skin. Still got some pin feathers, but don't worry about that. That's gonna all cook off. That's the last thing you gotta worry about. But yeah, look, got a nice brown, crisp skin. Got a lot of flavor right here on the bottom. So what we're gonna do is put in the onions and then start getting all that flavor out. Now look, I'm using Guidry's cut onions because we had the camper. I didn't feel like cutting a bunch of onions. And then usually I would use Guidry's mix, which is bell pepper, onions, and celery, but my assistant got me the onions, so I gotta roll with it. Go ahead and put 2 containers. This is what size you would call this? I don't know, a quart. But we can put 2 containers of onions in here because I like a lot of gravy, and onions makes your gravy, not water. So the more onions, the more bell peppers and stuff you put in your gravy, cook it down, that's what makes your gravy. Now look, I found my little stash of roux spoons. I think I got 4 of them. So what I'm gonna do a roux spoon giveaway, hopefully soon. I gotta test the software that I'm using, but hopefully I'll do the spoon giveaways. I'll do some hat giveaways. I just gotta sit down and do it. So if you're interested in one of these spoons, we're gonna do some giveaways. But if I have like more people interested, I'll do another order and get like another 20, 25 made, and then y'all can buy them from me if y'all would like it. But this is a roux spoon made out of sunken cypress out of the Chapelai basin. Okay, I do have my logo lasered in right there, so I like it. It's better than a metal spoon scratching your pot all up, making all kind of noise. So I like using a wooden spoon. You do, you just scratch all that flavor, all the grammies off the bottom of the pot. Probably needs to sit down and cook a little bit more. I'm kind of rushing it, so we can let it sit and cook a little bit more. Probably got to add a little bit of water to it as well. So I'm gonna go get a bottle of water, get this fried up, browned up. Actually, we'll put a little bit of oil in it. So I like my onions to fry a little bit in the oil rather than adding water. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add some water to it to get the bottom of the pot clean. We use that water just to help clean out the bottom of the pot. That water going, help break down the onions, starch, and gets the gravy going as well. See how I got that pot clean? Got all the grammies off the bottom of the pot. Go ahead and just let the onions cook down a little bit more. All right, y'all, I got the onions cooked down to how I want it, to the color, and cooked down as much as I want it. So we're gonna go ahead and add some Cajun seasoning just to season the onions real good. And then we're gonna go ahead and put the duck back in. Just, this is my hot side of the pot because I got a double burner, but the big pot only covers this side. So we're gonna put the duck on the hot side of the pot. All right, we put the duck breast up, and we're gonna go ahead and add some water. You could use chicken stock or whatnot. I just have some water at the camper. I'm not fully stocked with all my stuff. So we're just gonna go with enough water to cover over the vegetables. If I was doing like chicken or steak or something like that, I would probably put a little bit more water to where it covers the meat. But with this, if I did it to where it covered the meat, it would be too much water. So just put enough water to cover the vegetables. And then go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and put the lid on, and we're gonna let this cook for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. We can just check and see how tender it is. So see you in about an hour. All right, y'all, we got the duck cooked down. We got the onions cooked down to where I want it. Got a nice brown color, good consistency. So we're gonna get ready, pull this out the pot and plate it. It's getting dark on me outside, so I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, just pull it out of the pot, plate it. Got some sides cooked inside. I think B cooked some corn and some garlic bread. So we're gonna get it plated up and eat dinner. All right, y'all, so this is the final product. We got some duck breast right here, obviously the rice and gravy with the onion gravy. We did some string beans, and V did a French bread. So just kind of wanted to show y'all how it turned out. Kind of got dark on me outside, so I had to kind of rush it and then come outside and plate it. But looks good, smells good. I kind of wish it would have cooked a little bit longer, but there we go. The onions are cooked down perfectly. It just gives you that rice and gravy taste that everybody loves. Thick onion gravy. Try some duck breast. Very, very good. Not as tender as I would like it, because I wish it could have cooked another hour, but like I mentioned, it kind of got dark on me and got late, and I just wanted to plate it and eat supper, show you guys, and wrap this video up. Man, this is good. I used to eat rice so much when I was younger, and I don't eat rice as much as I do now. So anytime I get a plate of rice and gravy, I mean, I could just devour this whole thing. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed it. At the end of this, right now as I end it, I'm gonna kind of clip some of the hunt video into this video as well. And I also have some of the videos of like the process of me cleaning that duck, actually actually plucking the feathers, cutting the backbone out, spatchcock cocking it, and then saving it. So I'm gonna add all that into this video, because if I just do this cooking video, it will actually be a short video. So hope y'all liked it, hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know, give me a thumbs up, comment, and we'll see you on the next one. What up, cuz? So we got a couple of ducks from the trip we did in Arkansas. I'm gonna show y'all how I do my big birds. The big mallards, I like mallards, pintail grays. I like to pluck them up instead of just pulling out the breast meat. So I want to show y'all how I do that real quick. We're gonna start by plucking the duck. You just want to take your time and pluck it really, really well. Got a bucket to throw my feathers in, and she's actually plucking really, really nice. You want to go down with the feathers. You don't want to go up and against the feathers, okay? So we had a really great trip in Arkansas. It was my first time hunting up there, and I really, really enjoyed it. We had a was with my brother-in-law and a couple of other good friends, and I think they usually do a trip once a year, and I've never done a trip like that before. We just either had a lease or hunted some public land in Louisiana. So being able to experience this was really, really awesome, and I plan on trying to do it at least once a year, maybe twice a year. So it's some easy hunting conditions. You shoot a lot of birds. It's something that I can take my wife do with me. So a lot of times I go hunting without her, and she likes hunting a lot as well. She likes to deer and squirrel hunt. I like to waterfowl hunt, but I'm gonna convert her over this Arkansas trip. So that's my plans. We're gonna try and do an early hunt next year with V, with my wife, maybe another couple, and then we'll do another hunt with the guys like we did this year. It was really, really cold this year. I literally hunted in snow and ice all week in North Louisiana and southern Arkansas, or mid Arkansas. I don't know, however you want to call that. Stuttgart, Arkansas is where we was at. Great trip, and looking forward to do it every year. We stayed at an awesome Airbnb, and yeah. So you just take your time. I'm kind of doing it fast because I'm on video, but you take your time. Like I said, this hen's she's feathering. She's plucking really, really, really well. Not a lot of pin feathers coming out or holding back onto her skin. If you do have a bunch of pin feathers or the dowel feathers, you can go in this under the sink, and it's a little bit easier, or you can get a lighter and just burn them off. All right, so like I said, I'm just kind of doing this pretty fast because we're on video. So you want to get duck as clean as possible, about up to this point, over the breast, around the legs, because it's all this good meat that we're gonna keep. And look, if you're doing this, it kind of makes a mess, so just be prepared to clean up a bunch of feathers. I got a big bucket right here that I got all my feathers in, and I should have it in a trash bag, but we'll figure that out later. All right. So she's pretty cleaned up. Like I said, she plucked really, really well. The next thing you want to use is these shears. These are some heavy duty construction shears. I actually buy Milwaukee, but you can use any brand. So some heavy duty construction shears work really, really well. What you want to do is grab, I should have plucked it back a bit further. Let's see. I'll deal with that after. You want to get to this joint right here, and it's cut, and it's gonna cut straight through everything. See, nice clean cut. Score the wing. Same here. See, I should have plucked it back. I should have plucked it back a little bit further, but I'll deal with that later. All right now. Yeah, I'll deal with it later. Okay, so the wings are off. Next are the leg. Again, I should have plucked it back a little bit further, but I'm just trying to kind of in a hurry to show y'all guys. I don't want y'all to get bored. All right. Next, you'll cut the head off. Head with the neck. And then next you'll cut the butt off. So you'll feel two bones. You can either go in front of the bones or behind the bones. I kind of like to go right behind it because the gizzard's right there. So go behind it. Just cut the tail off like that. All right, now you got your whole duck. Big, nice fat Arkansas duck. Don't worry about the feathers, I'll clean that later. And then the next thing you want to do is cut the backbone out. It's like you spatchcocking a chicken. I couldn't get that out, right? So when you spatchcock a chicken, you cut the backbone out like this, and it cooks flat and even. But the reason we're doing that is just to be able to, it's just easier to clean. You can get all the guts out that way. One of the harder things about cleaning ducks is getting the lungs off because they sit inside the rib cage. So like that, you would just pull the backbone out, and then this is all the insides of the duck, right? So you go ahead and just pull the rest out. Now this is the gizzard. We keep the gizzard and clean it and eat it. So we'll keep that. Again, you would just take your scissors and cut off the intestines and the liver. Discard that, keep the gizzard. And then this is the heart. We keep the heart as well. Eat the heart and the gizzard of the duck. And then like I mentioned before, the lungs kind of sit inside these rib cage like that. You'll scrape them off with your finger. Just scrape them out the lungs, out the rib cage, and you got a clean duck. A BB right here. So that's how I clean my bigger ducks, my mallards, my wood ducks, grays, pintails, just like that.